Hi, Caspar, on the 16th of June 2021, and we're in central Italy here, right over in the east, we're in Le Marche, and I have here 2020 Pecorino, not the cheese, the grape variety, Pecorino, and we're in a commune called Offida, and Offida was elevated from DOC, Denominazione di Origine Controllata, to DOCG, added garantita to the end of that in the early 2010s. And interestingly, Offida can either be 100% Pecorino or 100% Passerina, both very worthy grape variety, white grape varieties. There's a red Offida as well, which is mostly Montepulciano, but we are looking here at yet another Italian wine with a lot of words on the label. So 2020 Offida Pecorino DOCG Belato, the name of the cuvee, producer called Carminucci, 13% alcohol. Let us have a look, and it's a good colour. It's a really clean, slightly sort of steely looking, almost surgical looking, pale straw lemon colour. And that nose is just magical. It's really spare. It's clearly defined. It's transparently varietal. So what am I looking at? It's got masses of spice and herbs. It's the fruit is probably on russet apple, a little bit of rhubarb. But the spice and the herb is really overwhelming, and they combine to form something a bit like lovage, if you know that smell, almost sort of curry leaf aroma. It's savoury, it's not sort of overtly fruity, although there's density there, and it's a really fascinating thing to smell, I must say. It's very delicious. Really more of the same on the palate, that slight rhubarb theme as well, but all that host of herbal and spice aromas, and the spice transmogrifies into this extraordinary acidity that just cuts like a blade through the middle of it, but quite a broad blade that gathers an earthiness about it, and the structure finishes in this sort of earthy, very sort of fresh, dense finish. It's a very long thing in the mouth. It's as I say, it's on the savoury end of the spectrum. It's not sort of overtly fruity. It's actually really sort of quite cerebral and quite a grown-up wine. It you know, you can think about this. I mean, it's a very nice drink. It's very delicious to it's very delicious to drink. But gosh, it's got an extra bit of everything. Long and characterful. It's got it's I wouldn't call that a commercial wine at all, but that doesn't detract from its deliciousness. It's absolutely lovely. Goodness me. I think that's probably, we've done Pecorino before, at least once in the many years we've been doing the Daily Drinker. But why not another one? I think, you know, as a region, Offida is growing, developing all the time. More young talent coming through and making extra special efforts to get the best out of, you know, some really distinctive and interesting grape varieties. Not least of which is Pecorino. I think, you know, if you haven't heard of Pecorino, you will. If you've been following Pecorino, you know, you'll have seen it developing and producing increasingly interesting wines. But there we are, that's the 2020 Offida Pecorino from Belato is the cuvee name, from the firm of Carminucci in Le Marche in eastern central Italy. It's a very delicious thing. Did I say 13%? Who cares? It's really, when a wine's that good, you really don't worry too much about the ABV, but it's a lovely, lovely thing. I am now going to have another glass with a paella I'm cooking next door. Spain and Italy meeting, but I'm sure they'll be delicious together. It's a lovely thing.